Hi Sagittarians, my name is Jacine, also known as Tempest Trade, and this is your energy check-in. These messages may resonate with you if you have the Sagittarius Zodiac anywhere in your chart. Please use discernment when listening to these messages, as these are collective messages. So some messages will be for you, some messages may be about others outside of you, and some messages may be for other people entirely. So check in with your gut, trust your intuition, ask for confirmation. Also, these messages are timeless, which means that regardless of when it was recorded, when it was uploaded, and when you find it, there is most likely a message in these collective readings for you. And lastly, if you are interested in a one-on-one private session with me for tarot, divination, energy healing, or sound healing, you can go to my Linktree Tempest Trade or DM me on any of my social media, and all of the links will be in the description below. So let's get started and see what Sagittarians need to know right now. First card out is the Queen of Wands in the upright. Now, I did put on a random song generator that pulls random songs from YouTube and Spotify. And the first song that popped on is Pillow Talk by Zayn. So this might coincide or pertain to the Queen of Wands, because Wands is the element of fire, and fire represents action, passion, creativity, manifestation, but it can also represent sensuality or sexual energy. So the Queen of Wands, this is a person who has built up their kingdom, manifested where they are, and has reached a level where they sit back and relax and receive. They are still manifesting, still creating, possibly oozing sensual energy or sexuality. And then we have the Three of Swords in the reversal, which is actually really good because the Three of Swords in reverse represents healing. So it looks as though there might have been a point in your life where you were very heartbroken and someone or something or multiple persons have hurt your feelings, betrayed you, backstabbed you. They've just broken your heart into a million pieces, and that is essentially what you've recovered from. But it looks as though you are still in your head about something. Nine of Swords in the upright. You're still probably thinking about the past, if that makes sense. Like you have healed, you have moved forward, you have manifested your life, you have put forth both you've put forth both actions and words, and your actions and your words have matched, and you've essentially created an empire of your own, but you're still in your head about something. Maybe you're still in your head about the healing, the previous heartache that you experienced. The Eight of Swords with the Six of Pentacles, with the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It got dark again. Hold on. I've been playing nonstop with this natural lighting in the windows because the sun just keeps... Anyways. So the Eight of Swords with the Six of Pentacles and the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The Eight of Swords is you seem to place yourself in a position willingly where you are very generous with either your money or your finances. You have You've essentially overgiven, or maybe not overgive, but you just have a tendency to share what you have and give what you have. And it's a choice. But with this Three of Cups in the reversal, what I'm feeling is that there either might be people around you or people that you have moved on from that might have gossiped about you. They might have, if you were involved in a previous relationship and that's the previous pain you've healed from, then your previous relationship might have had infidelity, multiple parties, like third-party people. It's also possible that even though you have essentially manifested your life, created things, become this queen of your own empire, maybe you don't have community around you to celebrate your wins. There's a lot of mental stuff going on. You're healing, but you're still in your head. And you're in your head about generosity. How much to give? How much to give of what you've created? If you are currently in a relationship, or you do currently have friends, a certain peer group that you invest your time with, it's possible that the people that you are around aren't exactly good people for you, which is the reason why you're in your head about what you give. This is an interesting reading. Let's get clarification for the Queen of Wands. Moment of indecision in the reversal. Acting quick, acting fast, not hesitating. Jumping on opportunities, making the decisions that you need to make. Pride in the sideways for the Three of Swords. So it could be that the previous situation that you might have been involved in, or the previous hurtful, painful situation that you had experienced, it is probably dealing with pride. Someone being too prideful, someone possibly hurting others to boost their own pride. Someone who is full of themselves, full of their own ego. This could also be you, too. Just putting that out there. We must maintain an awareness of self at all times. Tragedy. Yeah, I did say like you're in your head a lot, and it seems as though you're in your head about something in the past. You're in your head about something in the past, some type of tragedy that occurred. Or maybe you're in your head about if it's going to happen again. Like the fear of being generous. A terrible event still haunts you. Yeah. Disaster threatens to repeat. Yep. Lucky day in the reversal. Yeah, this is very much you. This feels very much like you are just a little bit closed off because of certain things you've experienced in the past. Or this is talking about one specific situation where you gave to others. Alchemist Lab in the reversal with collective memory. I'll take that in the reversal too. Which is interesting. Helper aid at the bottom of the deck. This is interesting because this Three of Cups in the reversal, it does represent community, but like gossip and like bad influences. And the Alchemist Lab in the reversal is transmuting, but in the reversal, it's not transmuting, not working through, not healing, not looking inside, not introspecting, and then collective memory. You recall an event you didn't see. Everyone remembers it your way. You possess an ancestor's talent. They know details they couldn't. Collective memory in the reversal. There's no memory of it. It's like out of sight, out of mind. And then helper aid. This is very much giving the feeling of you being slightly traumatized. You being slightly traumatized about a situation that you experienced in the past, and that situation is kind of influencing how you handle things now. Granted, we should always learn from situations that we've experienced in the past, but not to the extent that we shut ourselves off. And it looks as though with this helper aid on the bottom of the deck, it looks as though someone might enter your life to help you open up, to help you heal, or to help you like move through certain things. Yeah, healing, to help you heal. But you might also come across someone I did. That is the feeling. Someone to help you open up and someone to help you heal, or someone to help you, someone to remind you that life is not going to be all doom and gloom. That situations come and go, experiences come and go, and it is choice. Because everyone is going to be different and everyone can choose. And just because previous people that you've met in your lifetime have chosen to be butt heads, that does not mean that other people who enter your life will choose to be butt heads. That's the risk that we all take with getting to know another person, becoming friends or becoming lovers, is, can I trust this person? Is this person authentic? We have ensnare in the reversal, which is another good thing because we have moment of indecision in reverse, which means you're not indecisive, you're not hesitating. And then we have ensnare in the reversal. Because you're not indecisive, because you're not hesitating, you're not stuck. You're not staying still, which is good. You're not being grabbed and held onto. You're not being, dragged under. I'll take this in the sideways. The Three of Swords, which is healing, possibly healing from your own pride too. But we have gruesome deformity. She wanted to inspire terror wherever she went. The demons happily granted her wish. Deformity. By essentially deforming her. So it's very much like, be careful what you wish for. Be careful of the energy that you put out. And why you're putting it out. Your intention. So this is giving me the feeling that if you are healing from your own pride, then you are learning to be careful of how you think and what you say, what you feel, and how you move. Like, exactly, your intentions. Now, if you're healing from someone who had too much pride and essentially put their pride above you and above other people, then this is what happens. Be careful what you wish for. And it's interesting because this gruesome deformity, the picture, I don't know if it froze, but it's interesting because this gruesome deformity, the picture, this person is looking into a barrel of water, a little like bucket of water, or another reflection. Reflection. So looking into your reflection, looking into the mirror. That's another thing. When you're healing, you have to be sure what parts of the healing you are actually responsible for, and which parts of the healing you are not responsible for. Meaning, when someone does something to us, yes, we need to heal from the feeling, the initial feeling of whatever that thing, that action, or those words inspired within us. But the root cause of the experience was the other person doing a thing or saying a thing to us. Like, we can only work on and we can only heal our reaction, our response. We can't heal another person. We can't work on another person. We can support another person. We can let another person know that we will be there for them, but we cannot shoulder the healing of another person. So if you had a friend, a family member, a lover, a former partner, a colleague, someone that needed help and needed healing, but made their healing partially or fully your responsibility, yeah. Like, that's not your responsibility. So I feel that's what you're also healing from, is working on yourself and then also understanding when another person needs to work on themselves. Feat of strength. It is going to take a feat of strength in order to get out of your mind over some tragedy that occurred. Or if you have a pessimistic mindset and you think that tragedy is going to occur, then you need to work through your mind in not being like pessimistic like that. Because first and foremost, there is no guarantee. There is no guarantee, which means that anything is possible. Yes, bad things can happen, but that also means good things can happen. So it's just a matter of choice. Do you want to place your energy in the positive possibilities, or do you want to place your energy in the pessimistic possibilities? Now, if this card, this tragedy card, is speaking about a tragedy that might occur in the future, then it is going to require strength to overcome whatever tragedy or to endure whatever tragedy might happen. Just keep that in mind. So at the time of this reading, when you watch it, if you haven't exactly healed, if you haven't exactly experienced something heartbreaking, in which case, like, you're not actively healing from it, then this might be a warning that something heartbreaking might happen, in which you are going to have to heal from it. And you're going to have to be strong. Burst of strength in the reversal. Strength, but strength in the reversal. You're going to have to be strong. I feel like this might be a future prediction, because we have bad, like, unlucky day, but burst of strength and reversal. So it's like being in your head, understanding that you have the choice to give and be generous, but somehow being generous leads to a stroke of bad luck, and that stroke of bad luck leads to you feeling defeated. I feel like this entire reading was about your willpower, because it's all about the mind. Like, how strong is your mind? And it's almost like it's one thing to be creative and innovative, and it looks like you might be compartmentalizing yourself into goals and creative pursuits, or even sexual pleasures. But in doing so, you're kind of avoiding certain healing that you need to do, certain, like, mental healing. You might be healing from, like, the heartache, but maybe not fully healed from, like, the mind space. Dub in the sideways. Dub as in dubbing a knight. Elevating, expanding, growing, evolving, getting a promotion, going higher. And it's in the sideways. So this really is giving me the feeling that, like, your ability to elevate really depends on your ability to heal, transmute the confusing, negative, stagnant energies inside your mind and heart and body, and stop putting things out of sight, out of mind, and actually work through it. You might have to remove yourself from certain bad influences. Yep. It's like it's kind of giving me the feeling like that's the only way this is going to work. Clarify this helper aid. This helper aid is clarified by Deputy of Acquittals. Acquittals is essentially being taken to court and then found not guilty, but it's in the reversal. So the opposite of not guilty is guilty. With claustrophobia on the bottom of the deck. It's interesting. Maybe this helper aid is here because people have been found guilty. Maybe you have been found guilty. You could have been the person in previous situations that did stuff. I don't know exactly what happened. Let's get answers on moving forward. Oh, and claustrophobia. being stuck, being boxed in, feeling scared. This is a lot of cards in one go. They're all sideways. So we have magic of the mind. I have been saying this entire reading, this feels like willpower. Like, how strong is your mind? Higher perception, dub, look at that. Web of drama, bad influences. Okay. So you need to work on your mind. I like I said, I kept getting that feeling out of sight, out of mind. You need to work on your mind. Because if you really want to heal, if you really want to get out of whatever little circle that you're in, whatever little mental box, claustrophobia, whatever little mental box you put yourself in, you need to like get out of it, reach that higher perception. I feel like the only way to get out of it is to get out of the drama. This tragedy in the feat of strength, you need to get out of the drama. You might like drama. It might be entertaining to you, which could be the reason why you have a tendency to be in your head. And if you don't like drama, then you need to clear out the drama. These cards are in the sideways, which means either a transition, like you're going from one to the other, or because this is a collective, it's a some of you and others of you. For example, magic of the mind. It seems like some of you need to have a more clear grasp on your mind. And then some of you need to like actually push your mind farther. Push your capabilities farther. Ooh. Then we have taking a stand in the sideways with turning to stone on the bottom of the deck. Look at that. Burst of strength. Do you remember how I said being in your head and in making the choices to give to others, either in the past has left you with bad luck and left you feeling defeated? It's like, take a stand against that. The past is the past. What happened in the past happened in the past. What's happening now is happening now. And right now, there is no guarantee, there's absolutely no guarantee that right now is going to repeat, or like the past is going to repeat into now. There's no guarantee. Because everyone's different. But if you were connected to someone who was drama, someone who did crappy things behind your back and just hurt you, then learn from that situation. Learn to identify the red flags. Learn to identify your standards, your boundaries. Learn to identify what you consider a healthy connection, no matter what connection it is. It could be friends, family, colleagues, lovers, acquaintances, whatever the connection is. And make sure that you actually stand up for what you want and what you believe. Stand up to people. Stand up to yourself. And with this turning to stone in the reversal, like, don't be stuck. Don't be stuck. Don't make yourself stuck. Don't box yourself in. Don't allow others to make you stuck. You know, have control of your mind. Elevate yourself. Remove yourself from the drama. Take a stand. And don't get stuck. Also, don't turn to stone. Don't allow these situations to turn you to stone. Because there's still good people in the world. There's a lot of good people out there. And we shouldn't allow just crappy, unhealed people to turn us into crappy, unhealed people. So I hope that resonated with you, Sagittarians. And if you are interested in a one-on-one private session for tarot, divination, energy healing, or sound healing, you can go to my Linktree, Tempest Trade, or DM me on any of my social media. All the links are in the description below. Until next time, bye.